GSA sponsored webinar of organizational training and performance. Organizational training and performance is a unique division in AECT, and I'll let Jenny tell you more about why here in a minute. But it is truly applicable to every single AECT member. I'm not saying that to make you feel pressured to join it, but I want everybody to know that you are absolutely welcome, and this is applicable across the organization. And my name is Ashley McArthur, for those of you who don't know me, but before I shared the whole screen, I saw a lot of familiar names. I appreciate you all joining us today. And Jenny Bauman is our president, and she's going to lead you through some overview of the division, some of our specifics, and then we'll ask her some questions. So Jenny, whenever you're ready.
All right, thank you. All right, am I unmuted?
I can hear you, yeah.
Okay, good. I'm using the touch screen for a change, and it's really throwing me. I'm going to start by apologizing if you guys hear a little bit of noise. I am actually in the process of traveling, which Ashley was aware of. So I do apologize if you hear a little bit of noise in the background. I should be done traveling within the next 5 minutes. So before we get started, organizational training and performance. When you guys hear that, what do you think? What do you think we're about? Just go ahead and shout out your answers.
I'm thinking like needs assessments and the training that comes after that.
Yep. Anybody?
I'm thinking what organizational development should be, perhaps.
Yep, you're right too. You're both actually right. You know, there is no actual wrong answer when it comes to organizational training and performance. As Ashley was stating, our division kind of encompasses a lot of stuff. What we do, and you might notice our tagline in our logo here, is our goal is to bridge that gap between research and practice. We like to look at ourselves not just as a practitioner division, even though, like myself, I am a practitioner, and others within our division are practitioners. We also are fostering those relationships with academics so that we can take the latest research and knowledge and apply those to practice in what we do in an organizational training and performance situation. Now, training and performance, that includes performance improvement, that includes instructional design. It pretty much encompasses all the other divisions in the sense that we need to do design and development, we need to do distance learning, we need to look at the school media and technology, because we also include teacher education as an organization, as a form of practicing, which I don't think that's a word. So all of that needs to be accounted for when we are looking at what we're doing. So we kind of are a home for everybody. And the idea is to really foster those relationships and move the field of organizational training and performance forward so that it's both beneficial for researchers, academics, and practitioners, no matter what field of practice they're in. Some of the things that we're doing, Ashley is our VP of Communications, and you may or may not have seen a million things from her. You're a member of our division on Facebook. But some of the major initiatives that we try to do each year are a scholarship for our graduate students. We pay for conference for two graduate students, each year, and then mentor them. It is for graduates who are interested in organizational training and performance. It does cover the full cost of your convention, so you do not need to do the volunteer thing or anything like that, and can get very full of. As Tucci stated here in the, she's very grateful. She is one of our 2 winners this year, her and Brandon Moss are our winners, and we will be working with them at conference and mentoring them on training and performance improvement initiatives and what OTP does. Additionally, we have an initiative that Ashley is the committee chair of. It is our YouTube channel. Goal is to create a micro-learning YouTube channel that allows people within the field, whether it's practitioners or researchers or whatever, to share their best practices in little bursts to help others grow and develop their skills. We actually have 2 YouTube channels if you go on AECT's, if you go onto YouTube. One has our membership meetings and our webinars posted on it, and we also have the best practices one Ashley is in charge of and can answer more questions about that. Another initiative that we've been working on this year is our awards program. We've revised our awards program so that we can recognize excellent work in research and in practice to exemplify what our mission is for OTP. So right now that application is open, and if you are working on a project with your professor on your own, either at work, school, whatever you're doing, you can apply for that to receive recognition for having an outstanding best practice or an outstanding research in the field of organizational training and performance, receive that award from our division. Additionally, we have monthly meetings. If you guys are interested in hearing more about what's going on, we meet the Wednesday of the month at 5 p.m. Ashley will be posting an event on the OTP Facebook page so that you can find out more about that, and everybody's welcome to join. You don't have to be a board member. We are always looking for volunteers to help us out with our initiatives. You don't have to actively be a member of the board to join any of our committees. And if you have an idea that applies to OTP, we're always willing to hear different things that we could do to make our division great and learn how to grow what we are doing as a division. So that's just some of what OTP is and kind of some of the things that we've been doing to grow our division. Ashley, you had some questions for me, right?
I do, yeah. GSA put together some questions beforehand. So I'm just going to go through those with you. And then, of course, we have time for, if anybody else is viewing, if you guys have questions, we would love to hear them and love to answer them. So the first one that we have from GSA is, what is something that your division offers that no other division offers? So something our division offers that no other division offers right now is our scholarship opportunity. We are really trying to mentor that relationship between our graduate students and grow their interest in our division so that once you graduate, you feel like you have a home outside of GSA. Because I know when you first join, I did the same thing when I first joined in 2008, you join all the divisions because you just don't know where you feel like your niche is. And OTP has a niche for everybody. So we really are trying to work on fostering that relationship and giving you an opportunity to see everything OTP has to offer and help you grow within that field through our scholarship opportunity, because then we offer mentoring paired with that at conference. Mm-hmm. Awesome, thank you. All right, our next one is, what would you say is your division's primary focus? It's tough with OTP.
Our primary focus is basically our tagline that we've been doing since our rebrand in 2013, which is bridging the gap between research and practice. It's always been hard to describe exactly where OTP fits because as we've stated multiple times, you have overlap between the divisions and everything. So while AECT is an academic organization, we are also trying to find that fit. So our overarching theme and goal and mission as a division is to bridge that gap between the research and practice.
Awesome, thank you. And then the last one from GSA is, how do members become more involved with OTP?
Chime up. All you have to do is shoot us an email if you have an idea, a thought, something that might fall into the realm of OTP that you're interested in. We're always happy to hear, and we're always willing to think about how it can fit into our division and benefit AECT. Something I didn't mention that we have kind of in the background is a strategic planning subcommittee. So all of our initiatives that we do in our division, we make sure they align with AECT's overall strategic plan, strategic plan is the right word. So we have a strategic plan committee on our end where if you have an idea or something that you would like to do that's related to OTP that you might think benefits the organization, benefits our division, will help us grow, we'll look at it against the strategic plan and we'll see how it aligns with it. And if everything looks good and you're willing to take the reins and run with it, we're more than likely going to approve it and let you give us updates in our monthly meetings and let us know how it's going so that we can make sure that it's beneficial to all of our memberships and AECT.
Awesome. Thank you. Those are all the GSA questions. Do you all have any questions you'd like to ask us?
Hi, and this is Kay, and yes, I do have a couple questions. First of all, I just went.
Sorry, I forgot not on silent.
I just went looking for the award on the site, and I didn't see the link to it. Could we get that in chat? I don't know that I have something this year, but next year definitely. And my other question is about research. Because I'm just wondering if any of those initiatives, and not this year, trust me, I'm just looking this year, but eventually, if the division would also like to be involved in some, if we're doing some research, if the division somewhere where we can go to talk about it and possibly get the division involved, because I think you're gonna have a very specific set of people there that I would be very interested in knowing, how they feel about things, whether surveys or interviews.
Actually, Kate, yes. Anytime, even if you're working on a project right now, any of that. Actually, that might be a bad link that I just sent you. Yeah. PDF. Ashley, can you do me a favor? My work can be really dumb about opening Google Forms. Could you post the link to the Google form for the awards in the chat?
I shall. I'm going to stop screen sharing so you guys don't have to watch me navigate to try and find that real quick.
Thank you. All right. Okay. Are you a member of our Facebook group?
You see, I'm not sure. I know I got the notice through Facebook, so I'm not sure if it came over the overarching AECT one or not. I'll go back and check.
Well, I can check really quick because the joys of having my computer open and check those kinds of things. And what you can do anytime you want is go ahead and, yes, you are a member of our since last year. So you can feel free to go into Facebook, even if you're working on a project or something. If you have a question and you're like, hey, this is my problem and I'm trying to do this kind of research, what kind of resources would you suggest? You can get everybody's opinion from the Facebook group to do that. Cool. Now, if you have something specific to send, since they changed the AECT website, we don't all have email access to email out of the listserv anymore. But if you want me, like, have us email out to the listserv something to help you out, just go ahead and send it to myself and Ashley McArthur.
Okay.
And go ahead and just make sure it's all looks good, and we can take care of it. Now, aside from that, AECT does give you the opportunity as you're working on your dissertation. I don't know if you're a doc student or a master's student.
Doc student, yes.
Okay. So as you're working on your dissertation, once you have your IRB approval, you can submit a request through AECT also to do research requests. Do you see those emails from AECT? So you can also do that.
Okay.
On a larger scale when you do your dissertation, but like if you're just looking for thoughts and opinions and stuff, we can use the Facebook group and we can connect you with other people within the division that we know. Thank you, Ashley. And Ashley just put our email addresses in for you guys, along with the link for the awards, so that you can feel free to reach out to either of us, and we're more than happy to assist. Brittany Fisher will be our incoming president, but I'll still be on the board next year as our past president, and we'll be able to get you connected with the people you need to talk to.
Cool. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Are there any other questions?
Now, if you guys think of something later, or if you're watching this at a later point in time and would like to ask us a question, please follow up with us. You can find us on Facebook and post a question in there, or send us a private message in there. Or if you do a member search in AECT, you'll find our emails there too. But I guess if that's it, then we really appreciate your time. Jenny, thank you so much for sharing all of this about the division. I'm incredibly biased because this is what I consider to be my home division, but it's wonderful. It's a great group of people that genuinely care, and they bring in a lot of diverse backgrounds and a lot of experience. You'll find graduate students, you'll find practitioners, and so that slogan that Jenny talks about, are bridging the gap between research and practice, we really do that. We do that every meeting that we have. So it's a really unique group, and it's quite wonderful. I feel very privileged to be a part of it. So thank you, Jenny, for sharing your time, and thank you, Tuche and GSA, for sponsoring this and getting all of this going and allowing us to share. We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Jenny, and thank you very much, Ashley, for taking time and joining us. It has been quite informational webinar, I think. And by the way, we will be sharing this recording on the GSA YouTube channel. And I will be sharing the link with you and on our Facebook page as well. So you could maybe share that within your page as well, in case anyone who weren't able to join us today would like to watch it later.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you.
A wonderful day. Thank you very much.